ho, ho. Let's go. Let's go and see if. Here we go. Ho, ho, ho. I'm John Miglosh for the WDMA, and we're going to be talking about pricing today and testing and some other things, AI. So hang on. But first, a nice Christmas commercial from T-Mobile. Here we go. I'm playing it a little fast because it's a little long.
Mystery, it's time to face my family. Uncle asks me directly, when will I get my law degree? Auntie thinks that I'm a catch, asked me to let her find my match. Mum wants grandkids desperately and questions my fertility. Somebody please rescue me.
I have the hardest question for you.
There's Grandma.
Are you happy?
I'm not sure that's the
Christmas
best question, but it is
Christmas
a
tree,
question.
how lovely is
It
my
might be better than the
family.
other ones. Okay, so that's from T-Mobile for Christmas. I'm running out of Christmas commercials, which is probably good because we only have a few days left of the 12 days of Christmas. And so let's get over to the news. Farmers is helping out Culver's is helping out farmers. Oops, I got the wrong button here. And they've created a charity, and so far it's raised $5 million, but only about $1 million in the last year. One of the ways that they raised money, which was interesting, was for $1. There's a Culver's just right that way, about a block. And I go there now and then. But I didn't realize that you could, when they're having this fundraising thing, you can get $1 Culver's sundae. No, just a scoop, one scoop, which is about all I ever want, And it's very, very rich stuff, that Culver's custard. For $1, you can get a scoop, and they donate that to Future Farmers of America and other farm-related organizations, but especially Future Farmers, it looks like. They sponsored a contest for innovative farm ideas from young kids. We had a FFA at our high school when I was there, but that wasn't the group I hung around with, let's just say. So anyway, this is a more interesting story. New York Times copyright lawsuit. What does that mean for Google and Microsoft? Okay, so the New York Times is claiming that Microsoft and Google used literally tens of thousands, at least, of articles that from the New York Times in order to train the large language models for ChatGPT and Google's variations of them. Further, Microsoft made a commitment to legally back users of its products, of its AI products, so that if you get sued for copyright, they'll defend you, because they were so confident. I don't think they were confident that they didn't use copyrighted material to train their AI, but rather they were confident that they could dodge copyright laws, since nothing that they put out was exactly the same. It had, the test has always been about 20%. But if you use all the articles in the world put together, and you come out with some kind of, throw it all in a blender and come out with some kind of homogenized tripe, shouldn't that still, okay, companies use this information to train their models. Microsoft, OpenAI, and Microsoft could be liable for billions of dollars in damages. And they're seeking damages. They say it's fair use. If a third party sues a commercial customer for copyright infringement for using Microsoft's copilots or output they generate, we will defend the customer and pay the amount of any adverse judgments or settlements that result from the lawsuit, as long as the customer used the guardrails and filters Microsoft has built into its products. So the New York Times the New York Times, Danielle Coffey said, these companies repurpose and monetize news content, competing with the very industry that they are benefiting from. Yeah, and it further, if you homogenize all the news, you won't be able to generate news with AI because the models deteriorate if they don't use human-created content, which is really interesting. Okay. So anyway, this one was from Nick Kalenda. Nick just connected with me. He accepted my invitation, and so I'll keep an eye on his content. He has something interesting regularly. He says that speed and movement can influence perceived size. So something that moves slowly, they learned this in the monster movies, you know. If you want to make Godzilla look like a real dinosaur, don't make him move too fast, right? Like a human could. Make him move very slowly so they would slow down the film, right? And same with Tinkerbell. You know, Tinkerbell moved very fast in like, say, Hook. Very, very, very fast, right? And that makes her seem lightweight. And our brain is geared into that. So you want to, if you want a low price, you might want to make it lightweight and move around. And so in the physical world, large objects move slowly, and small objects move quickly. If we used adverbs for the verbs. Turns out we overextend these patterns into other things. Any motion, slow or fast, can activate a typical size. The faster it moved, the smaller it seemed. And this is according to a study from Jia and Kim and G in 2020, which is cited below. In a follow-up study, motion influenced their willingness to pay. Participants who wanted a portable device were willing to spend more if the device moved quickly. Isn't that fascinating? I think this is fascinating. Now, I don't see any testing going on in the real world where they actually apply these principles. But from the study, they said, observing a product's movements can activate nodes about animate agents' movements. Okay? And maybe it impacts prices too. What if you eased scrolling on a pricing page? Prices would move up easily and effortlessly. Would they seem lighter and smaller? Scrolljacking can often hurt UX, that's user experience, but maybe there's a subtle approach, parallax effect, or other techniques that could work. So the takeaways are, slow is durable, fast is portable. Show the right speed for the right product in the ads. Fast is portable, slow is durable. Display prices at the top. Objects must be small to be lifted up high. Thanks to this daily experience, prices feel cheaper toward the top of the design. See my tactic on price location. And there's a downloadable link, PDF, at the end of this article. Don't animate the price itself. Motion captures attention because it's unpredictably dangerous. While customers are debating their purchase, don't needlessly animate price. Customers will focus on it, subconsciously inferring that it has more capacity to change. And here's the study. Speed up, size down, how animate, movement, speed in product videos influence size assessment and product evaluation from the Journal of Marketing. Fascinating. And here's that PDF. I'm not sure if that's clickable. I'll have to get that link. I'll put that link, I'll make that link accessible in the show notes. And that's enough for today. LinkedIn split it in half, so if we keep it under 10 minutes, I believe we can sneak it in. Have a great day. Like and share. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from the WDMA.